Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. How are we?
Good evening.
Buenos dias.
Monge too.
Monge too, Rodney.
I apologise to everyone. For some reason, the link that I originally posted up when I went on it this morning, John and Kev weren't there, and it turns out I was only allowed to record. So there's something wrong with the reusable studio. So got a new link up now, and we are ready to go. So, good morning. Good evening, Eugene. How are you, sir?
How are you doing?
Kev, John, how's things?
After you, Kev.
Damp as usual. Over here.
Is that just the bones, or your underpants?
It's been pissing down the rain all night, so yeah, it's normal. Yeah.
Okay.
Other than that, everything's okay. Yeah, it's a bank holiday tomorrow as well.
Okay, nice one.
Yeah, another one. Yeah, it's a Saints holiday, so
okay.
Yeah, one of them Catholic ones.
Lucky you. So off to the pub later, are you?
Nah. I'm being a good boy. I've got to meet the doctor in 2 weeks' time. I know it's this week. Yeah, so I don't know alcohol inside me. Yeah, even if it's a few days late. Yeah.
And Mr. Einstein, how are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm all right, mate.
Yeah.
Yes, all gravy, all good in the hood, all good in the LC. I don't know if it's raining or not. I've not looked out the windows yet. It looks all right.
Yeah, it's we got sunshine here in the Netherlands, so
sunshine. I haven't got the lights on there. I've got some sun on me from outside, so the sun is out.
Nice one. Good morning, Rich. How are you, sir? Or good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Nice to see you. Okay, then.
Nice.
Yes.
He was a Tottenham fan, wasn't he, Brucey?
Was he?
Yeah.
He's a bit of both. He was a bit of both, actually.
Was he?
Yeah, he's born in Edmonton, but he supported Arsenal and Tottenham, I'm afraid.
Points both prizes.
Yeah.
Right,
Fair
so
weather.
do you want to talk about the transfer window first, or do you want to talk about last week's debacle? Or
which one?
Well,
which debacle? Which debacle?
Do you want to talk about the Leicester match?
It's the same old, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I think you sum it up as that, really.
Okay, then let's skip to the Elfsberg match. As you all know, I'm a big fan of the turnips, so it's always nice to put one over on them. But the lineup was Austin, Gray left back, Davis, VDV, and Porro. Now, was Gray playing left back or centre back?
I thought he was centre back.
Was he centre back? So Davo was left back then. Okay.
Yeah.
Only know when Ben Davis was like marauding forward on the left wing, wasn't he? Like, I thought he was supposed to be the centre back, and then they kind of cut.
Yeah.
Moore was next to Van der Ven.
Yeah. Okay. And Bergvall, Bentancur, Sarr in the middle, Sonny on the left, Moore on the right, and Richie up front. So the first half, as I posted on my favourite Tottenham forum, was a bit like watching paint dry, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Were you not entertained, people? Talk to me.
I don't think the result was ever in doubt. You know, I think once we got the first goal, that would be a collapse. But it's just getting that first goal. That's about it, really. And more or less right, really.
Yeah.
It was interesting to watch Mikey Moore play. When I just like watching him play. So every time he got the ball, it was a bit of excitement, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Richie was hustling and bustling. Sonny looked good, didn't he, first half? He did his little one. Yeah, he took his man out maybe 3 or 4 times, didn't he, with some great dribbles.
Yeah.
I was surprised when he was taken off at half-time. I was even more surprised to see 3 substitutions at half-time. But I suppose we weren't really at the races.
Just trying to keep freshness in the legs, I think.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Let's look him up for looking towards today's game, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Keep 5 minutes in their legs so they don't get injured.
Yeah.
They didn't work in it because we put Dragoshin on and then he got injured after 5 minutes.
Well, this is something I'd like to talk about a little bit later. If we'd moved a little bit quicker in the transfer market, I think that Dragusin probably wouldn't be out for the season. because he wouldn't have had to play so many games. Then again, looking at the injury, it was a bit of a freak, wasn't it?
Yeah, you can have knee injuries are like that. They always look so innocuous when they happen. You know, like that you can't even. A lot of the time, they don't even land funny, do they? And then suddenly something just goes in the knee.
Yeah, my good friend Steve Dave, he did his knee in just jumping over his fence.
Yeah,
and he couldn't. He was a decent footballer. I mean, I'm not saying that he was going to make it in the Premiership or anything, but he could have played to quite a relatively good non-league level. But that completely messed it up. That with the drinking and the birds, you know, that didn't help.
Yeah, he was a good player. He tried making a comeback for my team, like in his sort of early 30s.
Okay.
And he was still quite good then, but he's just the next day his knee would all flare up. So yeah. He was still
mine ain't right either. After a year, it's nearly a year since I popped mine, you know, and it's not right. I lie in bed and it's throbbing away, and I can't lie on that side too long and that kind of shit. Yeah.
Was that was at Wembley, wasn't it?
Yeah, me?
Yeah.
No, I fell over in the garden. Wembley. I wouldn't call my garden Wembley. It's more like a swamp.
Your garden's like your Wembley, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, because it's a swamp. It's like we're like the lowest part of the estate here. Is that what you call it? It's not an estate as such, but it's downhill and it's old swamp ground. So anytime it rains, it's a runoff, you know, and it all comes down. We're at the front of it, like, you know.
Is it good for growing stuff? Because presumably all the minerals and stuff and good stuff in the soil runs down.
I tried, but then the gales blow it all away, so it's not really. That's getting off the subject, really. So, yeah, but I knew he went. I was just waiting for the pop. I thought, how come I can't hear the pop? Because I knew what he'd gone through. I thought that's popped. Yeah, the way he jumped, you know, and stood. Yeah. A lot of physio. Yeah,
but the game really turned on its head in the second half when a certain Mr. Scarlett came on. Sorry, Captain Scarlett.
Yeah.
And a nicely taken goal, lovely ball in from Kulu.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that he will be the solution to our striker issues, but it's always nice to see the youngsters score.
Yeah.
I was surprised to learn that was his first goal for us. I thought, you know, he might have not won in an early round of the League Cup or a Europa League game before. But
I thought that. Yeah.
Yeah, but he hasn't really had that much playing time, has he?
No, Maureen quite liked him, didn't he? He was talking him up and stuff, said he'll be a good player in the future. And my brother said it's similar to Harry Kane, and he went on 2 or 3 loan deals and nothing, didn't really set the world light, and then got sent back, got a chance in the Europa League game, took his chance, and then never looked back, kind of thing. So you never know what could happen.
Yeah, it was against Hearts, wasn't it?
But he went in goal, didn't he? I was saying to Adam, I can't remember why he had to go and go. Why don't we have another goalie on the bench? Or I think Adam said we made all of our substitutions. That's why Harry had to go and goal for that penalty. I think the keeper got sent off or injured, didn't he? And pulled it down for the penalty. And then we had no keepers on the bench, or we'd made all of our substitutions, hadn't we? I think.
Which keeper was it? Was that Gomez? No.
Don't know how far back it was. 2015, wasn't it? I don't know.
Yeah, 2014, I think.
2014,
Yeah, I put in the comment section that all of our watchers who was in goal that got sent off for Harry to have to go and goal.
Wasn't the Frenchman, was it? No, Lloris.
It was Lloris's backup around that time.
Curaccini? No.
Yeah. No. Radic Cherney.
Don't know.
Barry Danes.
Was it Pleticosa we had? Like one of the Belgians, wasn't he? Like one of their mates in goal. He never really played, did he?
Oh yes, yeah.
That is something really obvious, isn't it? But we can't think.
Nah.
Scored a hat-trick, then he went in goal.
Royal Rovers.
Proper Royal Rovers.
So let's have a look.
No idea.
No, you were right. It was the French gentleman who likes a glass of red wine or two.
Yeah, was it? Yeah.
The enigmatic Frenchman, was it?
May we. I do miss him a little bit. And then the stuff that schoolboys' dreams are made of.
I know.
I have to
All
say
rolled in.
that was a special goal.
Good, wasn't it?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Jay.
I do follow the youth team as much as I can. I don't have Spurs play anymore. I pretty much refuse to give any money to Tottenham at the moment. So I cancelled Spurs play at the start of the season. But I follow them on the Spurs community. And I have to say that Jay has not really been one of the ones that everyone's been raving about.
Yeah.
He had a great season. I think it was last year, but he has only really just stepped up to the under-21s. But he had a great season last year when he was playing through the centre as a striker. I think he got 10 goals in the league. But still, everyone was shouting about Mikey Moore, Dorrington, Donnelly, Devine. And his name really wasn't that mentioned that much. I mean, he's still, what is he, 18, 19? So he's still a youngster, but obviously Moore's still only 17.
That would explain finish then, I guess, wouldn't it? Like I thought he was a winger more, but if he was people had up front last year, he just passed it into the corner, didn't he? So it was a good finish. Yeah,
but the run that we took on 3 players, and then laid it off to Scarlett. Lovely cushion ball by Scarlett.
Yeah.
Took another couple of steps, and as you say, passed it into the corner of the net. The interview with him afterwards as well was something kind of special, and also him rewatching the goal and saying, "Can't believe I'm on the same pitch as Kulisevsky and Porro."
Yeah, it's nice to see it. It gave us a little reminder as to why we're Tottenham fans, isn't it? To see those guys buzzing, they've been there all those years, and to actually get to score, it was kind of not a nice little story, wasn't it? After all the shit we've been through.
Feel good.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I had on the predictor league, Kev, I had 2-0 Tottenham. Yeah. So when Mikey Moore went through, I was like, please don't score this. I could go first. And of course he scored.
Oh, God. Yeah. As I said to you last week, was it last week or the week before, I said, he reminds me of Ardiles, the way he runs, because he's low to the ground and, he's got that little scamper about him,
Yeah.
And he's got them players.
He's got this unique thing, Kev, where whilst he's moving, whilst he's in one movement, he takes an extra touch when the defender's looking to set themselves and he's away from them. It's a very unique skill that he's got there. Like, it's all in one movement, isn't it? He'll sort of flick round the corner, he'll take that extra touch, and now the defender's waiting to set themselves, and he's gone.
Yeah, a little shot.
I just like watching. I like watching him play. He's a great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to have someone like that, isn't it? That you enjoying watching football again, because some of it has been a little bit turgid recently.
But I like, and he said as well in his interview, didn't he, that the coaching staff are encouraging him to just keep getting on the ball and running at people. That's what you want, isn't it? Like, get it and try and skin them, take them out of the game.
Yeah. So, anything else about the Elfsborg match?
Ben Davies was good again.
Wasn't he?
Yeah. That's, a few weeks on the bounce now. He's putting in a good shift.
Yeah.
That's the good thing about him is he just comes back in. Like after his injuries, he's come straight back in and he went, no, he'd gone. He's not one of them that he used to when earlier in his career, and he used to take him a few games to get back up to the speed of the game again. But I guess his experience and the position he's playing now, he just comes straight back in like he's never been away. And he pretty missed 2 months, didn't he, with his injury?
He seemed a lot fitter as well.
Yeah, he's got that sort of little yard of pace, hasn't he? That like when he's bombing forward and he was getting back and he just looked a bit quicker, didn't he?
Yeah, for an older player, I know,
And it was lovely to see VDV back as well. And I was also very happy with the manager. I don't say that very often. that he took him off at half time as well.
Yeah.
That he gave him a run out, and obviously it's So who's Darugzin? I haven't spelled that very well, have I?
Yeah.
Darugzin.
Yeah.
Hello, I am Darugzin.
Oh, that's just like the commentators. They make it up as they go along as well, don't they?
I guess it made sense for him to play the first half, because then they could get proper warm up into him, like before the game and stuff, could make sure he's all stretched and warmed up. Whereas if you come off the bench, you've been sat on your arse on you for 45 minutes and you do a quick sort of run up and down the touchline, then you come on, don't you? So probably made sense to get him the first 45 minutes when he'd done a proper warm up, and then get him off before he sort of seized up at half time and stuff.
Yeah, very, Very good point. So who would you give your man of the match to? I think this is quite a difficult one.
Man of the match.
Because
I'm going to go Bergville again because he was going around hurting people.
Yeah.
I like that.
hurting his fellow countrymen.
Yeah, I know. That's a bit naughty, that, isn't it?
Saves us Danes having to do it, you know. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were booing him, giving him a bit of stick, weren't they? So he was kind of trying too hard. They said that Ange kept saying to him, like, calm down on the sidelines, like you're trying too hard because he had the needle with him. I think he comes from Stockholm, doesn't he? One of the clubs in Stockholm, and Elfsborg are further south or further north or something, so they don't like each other. So it's a bit of a rivalry with the Stockholm clubs. So they were giving him a bit of stick, and he was trying too hard. That was his problem earlier in the season, wasn't it? Because he was only getting 10 minutes here and there, and he was trying too hard to force things, try and make things happen, rather than naturally, running sort of organically. And then he was giving the ball away a little bit, but so he played better when he. And Ange said even when he was giving the ball away, he was herring around like a headless chicken to get it back. So
he played the full 90, and he still had an engine running at the end of it, you know.
Yeah, I think it was last weekend's round of games, Kev. He ran the furthest in the Premier League in a game.
Did he?
Yeah. He's been learning from his countrymen there because he was normally top of the stats, isn't he? Kulu. Yeah. He's a great role model for him to have, actually, isn't he? Like, because he obviously looks up to him from the Sweden team, and because Kulu is a quick, a strong sort of player that plays every minute of every game, doesn't he? So he also looks after his body. He's a strong player. He obviously does things the right way, doesn't he? Like in and around the club, training and stuff. So he's a great role model for him to have, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, what Rich says there is I'm surprised Hall wasn't involved or in the squad. From what I'm hearing, there's big things expected of Hall, but he is not strong enough as yet. They say he doesn't have the strength. But I think we're going to see big things from the guy. I agree. Thanks for that comment, Rich. And welcome, Eugene. How are you, sir?
Hi guys. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah,
I'm
okay. I'm having a cigarette, so that's why you can't see me.
All right.
Oof, bad for your health, mate. Bad for your health. But give us one.
Yeah.
I
I'll
think
pass it to you. Yeah, I'll pass it to the screen, right?
Oh, nice one. Oh, Marlborough.
Marlborough. I'm speaking Marlborough.
What a guess. Okay, Kev, man of the match. Or did you say? No, you said. Sorry, John. Who do you think?
Yeah.
You gone Bergville, have you?
Yeah.
Sonny had a good first half, didn't he? Mikey Moore had a bright start, right end, but went missing in between there a little bit. He's found it a bit hard, didn't he? Richie did all right up top. Bentancur didn't really have to do a lot, did he? I think Ben Davies or Bergville, the two we've already mentioned, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm going to go for Scarlett.
I tell you what, we need to give a special mention to Archie Gray again. He was.
He does everything so simply, doesn't he? Yeah. He has an occasional mistake in him, but that's to be expected.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go for Scarlett just due to the fact that he scored and then laid on the second one, which I think is got to be good for his confidence. He was talking afterwards about how he learned a lot at Oxford, etc. He wasn't really getting the minutes though, was he? But so it's nice to come back and play in a relatively big. If we'd lost this, then we would have gone into the playoffs. So we had to win it. Now we've gone straight through.
It's tricky with young players because my mate's a Leyton Orient fan, Jens, and I told him when they got Jamie Donnelly, you got a real player there. I said he's probably our best player in pre-season, and then he hated him. He's like, oh, you can have him back. He's rubbish. He doesn't try, doesn't run. And sort of when they played Wickham, he got left out of the squad altogether. I went down to watch and Leyton Orient game, and he was left out of the squad altogether because he just wasn't working for him. And then I touched base with him about a month later, and they said, "Oh yeah, he's brilliant. He's scoring. He's setting up goals." So I guess sometimes it takes a while for a loan move to a young player to get their head around the fact that they're not in the Premier League environment anymore with the best pitches and the best nutritionists and playing twice a week in the Championship and Division 1, aren't you? Like you got it's literally Saturday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
They're travelling around in little coaches and not used to the
changing porter cabins.
Changing in porter cabins. So it takes. I guess you can see why they do it. It's character forming, isn't it, for the youngsters to understand what the real life's all about. And then one day the penny drops, doesn't it? Like look at Jamie Donnelly, and now he's smashing it up. So maybe Dane didn't hit that moment where it happened for him. Well, how we said earlier, didn't we, Harry? I don't think it really worked for Harry Kane, did it? At Leicester or Norwich or
Millwall.
Orient.
Millwall. And one thing, just quickly, as with Tyrese Hall, he's been linked to the Tyler Dibbling deal, hasn't he? There's another reason that he might have been left out of the squad because they were about him going on loan there as part of the deal to try and get Tyler Dibbling from Southampton. So
okay, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Lancashire's been loaned out again, though, hasn't he?
Yes, West Brom.
Yeah.
I guess Scarlett will be coming in for Lancashire, right? So that's why Lancashire will move. So I don't know. We should give Scarlett a chance, right? So man of the match, I think, like what Jens was saying. I'll give it to Scarlett or maybe the tea lady or the ball boy or something like that.
Yeah, it was. That was good fun. That watch along. I always like to listen to you and Manny talking.
We keep comparing who's worse, right? So
for an Arsenal fan, he's actually quite a nice bloke. But I didn't say that, John. All right.
Probably watching.
Any other thoughts on the Elfsberg game, Eugene?
To me, you know, man, we didn't watch along. Right? It was 4 a.m. in Malaysia. The first half, I was falling asleep. Yeah, I was falling asleep in the first half, right, guys? So I don't know. I've been saying, right, all these games, right? Why doesn't he, like games against Tamworth, Elfsberg, and all that? We could put on a more of the youth in, more academy players in to try them out. Give the senior players the squad a rest, right? So I'm happy for the youngsters, right, from the academy, scoring 3 goals. It's a hat trick for the academy. That's how I see it, right? And let's hope tonight. Let's see what happens tonight. I've been shouting, right? Let Son, Richie, and Decky take a rest, or maybe Decky might have to play in midfield. Why don't we start with those 3 youngsters up front tonight, right? And let's see what happens. But we can't do that. And we'll go back to his old ways.
I don't think we could afford to, Eugene. They only lost 4-3 to Galatasaray, and I think they beat Roma, so they were no mugs. We had to put them away, really. So we had to go fairly strong. I think just the first half to try and win the game.
No, but John, they blocked us, and we couldn't do anything. The whole first half, I was like, Jens was, half the time was going. I'm asking you guys because I'm slow, like about a minute. I keep asking, is something happening? Is something happening? Yeah. But guys, I'm doing another watch along game tonight, right? Most probably with Brentford fan Steve from Mr. Beehive, right? Okay. So I'll be setting it up. So I'll put it out to our channels too. So let's see how that goes tonight.
Funny thing about Brentford fans is you never see one that's just a Brentford fan. It was always their second team when they were coming up through the league. So it's always Arsenal or Chelsea and Brentford, Tottenham and Brentford. They sort of don't seem to have any actual fans of just Brentford. They're always like dual registration fans.
It's funny you say that. I went to watch Brentford. Back in the early to mid 2000s with my ex-missus, because we lived in Northfields and it's one stop on the tube to South Ealing and then a 10-minute walk.
Yeah.
And in the stand we were in, there was a group of lads who you could tell were just working down in London, because there were Scousers and Manx and Geordies and all come along to watch. And there didn't seem to be that many like proper. Maybe we weren't in the home end, not the home end, but the like the Park Lane of Griffin Park. But there were a lot of, it seemed to be day trippers there. But it was pretty good support. It's a good day out. There's a pub on each corner of the ground, or it used to be, and it was pretty cheap to get in. Food was pretty good. Had a good day out.
guy at work, he bought season tickets for all his family. It's something silly like 400 quid for the year, but they've got this really good thing where if you have a season ticket, they sell it really subsidised and really cheap. If you don't go to the games, if you miss, I think it's 4 or 6 in a row, then they pull your season ticket away or something like that. Yeah, so you have to go to the games and like get clocked in at the thing to get all your discounts and stuff. It's quite a good idea, isn't it? Make sure you actually go and just don't flog the tickets to other people going.
No, that's a good idea for Brentford, right? But not a good idea for Spurs, right? Leaving
No.
You're not getting a refund.
Yeah.
They're on about stopping barcodes, Eugene. So at the moment, if you sell a ticket to someone, you can do a screen dump of your barcode and give it to someone else. And Levy's trying to think of ways of stopping that. I think they have come up with a way of stopping it. So it's like a barcode that changes every game or every 10 minutes or every minute or something. So you can't meet someone outside and give him a barcode and it's like a changing barcode. Or so that's the latest.
Guys, the toilet, you know what the toilet bowl is? It's just practically a prison. You know what I'm saying?
It also could be something to do with the fact all those Rangers fans and the Celtic fans who were in the home end in the Champions League.
Yeah.
And it kicked off quite badly. God, you should have. There was a nasty video of I think he was a Celtic fan getting done over by Villa fans, and they gave him a couple of boots right to the head. And I was really impressed with the steward, because the steward went straight in there and pushed the guy away and then stood over the guy who was on the floor. And I'm like, that guy's probably on like £5 an hour or something.
Yeah.
And he's put himself in. That was, enough respect to that guy. If you're watching, mate, you did a busting great thing, mate. That was my Brummie accent impression, but don't worry, I won't give up. I won't give up my day job.
Yeah, that's the excuse that Levy's got. They need to know who's in the stadium for security purposes.
Yeah.
I was like, what fucking point? He's had his 60 quid for the ticket. Does it matter to him who it goes to? He's had his money, but apparently it's to do with safety. But he doesn't like people making money on the top of it, don't he? If they sell it for 80, someone's making 20 quid off of his ticket, so he don't like it, does he?
Yeah, he wants to make it himself.
Yes, that's exactly the point, Eugene. That is exactly the point. If he goes to official resellers, he gets 80, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But he'd much prefer to have 30,000 Norwegians and 30,000 Koreans because they spend a lot of money.
Yeah.
So would I, right? If I was the businessman, right? But okay, richest man. That's a good one, right? The tea lady. Yeah, I forgot, right? I think you know that I keep calling him Brenda. That's why.
Okay, so the Brentford lineup. This is what I've predicted. What are your thoughts on that, chat? So you probably can't see it if you're on a small screen.
Yeah,
Kinski in goal.
You read it out.
Kinski in goal. Spence left back. Davis and VDV in the middle. Porro right back. Bergvall, Bentancur, Basuma. Son on the left. Richie up front. Moore on the right.
About right.
Archie Gray, giving Archie Gray a well-earned rest.
Yeah, but I've also given Kulu a rest. I probably should have put him in instead of Moore. I hate to say it, but these Swedes.
Well, he might rest him for the Liverpool game. Yeah, you never know. He might want to keep him fresh for the Liverpool game. Yeah. But Mikey, when Mikey Moore going to get his Premier League chance? I know he had one game, didn't he? That he didn't before his glandular fever.
Yeah.
But he's knocking on the door, and I think he'll try and keep him hungry though, like keep him on the bench today, maybe.
No, to come and tell the truth, right? During the Elfsborg game, right, when he was played on the right, I didn't see him at all. He was invincible. Invincible. Yeah.
You couldn't see him.
Yeah, couldn't see him at all. So, but let's hope if he does play, right, I'll rather rest Son, right, than put him back on the left where he's more effective on the left. But let's see how that goes. But we know Ange, right? He won't do that. He'll stick with what he has. And in the midfield now, who do we have in midfield? Star is out.
Yes, Star, right, when he Bentancur and Sarr will be all right. He played the other day. I think he'll be all right. Bentancur, of course, he had a rest, didn't he, after his head injury and his when he got done for trying.
Madison is out. Madison is out. Yeah. So basically looking at Bergvall, Bissouma, and Bentancur.
This was on the bench on Thursday, so
Yeah.
he might come back
He
in.
might be back.
Depends who he wants to play against Liverpool, doesn't it? If he wants Bentancur or Bissouma against Liverpool.
Yeah.
Let's hope no one gets injured in this game again. We keep getting injury per game that we play, right?
That's
This
the
is
idea.
sad.
What happens with fatigue players, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
you're in the red zone, as the physios say. Your muscles are tired, they're more likely to go.
So, what's our predictions for today then?
The sad part is, right, I was doing a review show with the Brentford fan that's coming on later, and all the while I thought we were at home, guys. And all of a sudden he says that, guys, you're away. I said, oh shit, we're gonna lose.
It's in Bueno and Wissa I'm worried about. They could have a field day. Yeah.
And we leave, and if our wing backs invert, right, we leave out all that space for them to run into. So that's going to be another problem that we're going to create for ourselves, right? But I don't know. And the worst part is that fatigue will play a part of it too, right? We played on Thursday. They've got a good rest, right? At least 7 days rest. So I don't know. And Thomas Frank will know how to set up against us, right? Because he's a seasoned Premier League manager. He's played us before. Right, and if I'm not mistaken, we don't do that well at Brentford, you know.
I reckon we'll be all right. Van der Ven and Davies, they're solid. They got Mbeumo and Wissa are going to be in Ben Davies' pocket there. Don't you worry about that. He won't be able to get out.
You reckon?
Yeah, I just feel so much better with VDV playing. You know, it's like you feel like a bit calm at you.
No, it gives the back four a bit more confidence, right? You get what I'm saying? So let's hope that simmers throughout the back line. Right?
The whole team, it gives the whole team more confidence, doesn't it? When they look around, they're like, "Oh, we got a bit of protection back there. Now we can, be a bit more aggressive further up the pitch." Kind of, they have to sort of be hesitant and hanging back a little bit, kind of thing.
That's true. That's true. But the only thing is that let's hope he's fully fit coming back, right? And he doesn't aggravate something else when he's, But can he play the full 90 minutes? If you watch the press conference from Ange, right? I think he's going to put him up for about an hour.
Yeah.
So most probably Archie Gray will come in the last 20-30 minutes or so of the game.
Yeah. Or he likes Jed Spence centre back as well. Now he can play him there.
Well, you've answered my question without me even saying it. Who's going to come on for him or who's going to replace him? If he only does 60 minutes. But I suppose Spence, he's a tall fella as well, isn't he? He's not a little guy.
Tall, yeah.
So, he looked like a pirate, didn't he? Or did you see him on Thursday have his big bucket hat on and his glasses and his dreads hanging out there and his big
I know.
He step in Pirates of the Caribbean, didn't he?
Yeah. No, I have to say that line of our players there, if I saw them walking down the street all together, I would cross the road.
Yeah.
No, I won't cross the road. They look so bourgeois, right? In their LVs and their Gucci's, right?
Yeah.
Most probably, if they saw you coming towards them, they would cross the road.
Oh, come on, I'm not that ugly.
The old glider staggering down the old high street.
Not now, maybe the old Jens, right? But not the now Jens.
So Rich says, I think it would be wise saving Spence for Salah.
All right.
Do you think Salah will play?
I don't know.
On Wednesday? Of course he's going to play.
Well,
Thursday.
Is it Thursday?
Thursday, and who have they got in the league afterwards? Because don't you think they're trying to be probably concentrating on the league?
Did you see the penalty they got given yesterday?
It's pathetic, yeah.
Oh, dear.
Never changed, do they?
I think the league does Liverpool to win, don't they?
Yeah.
They can't let Man City win, right? I already had my theory for that, right? So because some Southeast Asian punter has put $1 million on Man City to win 5 in a row, so they can't let Man City win. That's it.
Yeah.
So Liverpool have got Plymouth on Sunday. So Salah will be playing.
If we next weekend, so a tough game, like
we got Villa, haven't we? FA Cup.
Yeah. Saturday.
So we
Saturday or Sunday against Villa. Yeah,
Are
Sunday.
we actually playing on Saturday? Jesus. No, it's
And
got to be
Thursday.
Sunday if we're playing Thursday.
Yeah.
No, we're playing on the 3rd, right? Sorry, we're playing on the 3rd and the 6th.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, no, we're playing Sunday as well. Villa. Oh God.
Yeah.
That's the 8. That's the 6:35 kickoff.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
five-
me. That's
five for us.
stupid.
5:35 for us. At least we got a bit of extra, 2.5 hours extra.
What? 6:35? What? 5:35? What
Mm.
kickoff is that?
Yeah.
Yes,
Plus-
6:35, I think. Or is that Dutch time? No, sorry, that's Dutch time. Yeah, it's 5:35.
5:35. That's 17:35 plus 8. My God, this is another morning game again.
Yeah, 1:30 for you, something like that. 1:30.
Yeah.
Ouch.
That means I have to rush back and do another watch along again. Shit.
We got a tough run coming up here. I was looking at the fixtures now. Apart from Ipswich, we've got Liverpool away, Villa away, Man United at home, Ipswich away, then Man City at home. Fucking hell.
We need to pick up some points today.
Yeah.
Well, we have got a week off after the Villa game. We haven't got a big
Guys,
game.
we are 16 now, right? And I think Ipswich is like 4-5 points behind us or something like that. Yeah.
6 point at that one.
Yeah.
Oh, they beat us. Didn't they beat us at our place, didn't they, as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Ipswich are 8 points behind us currently, and we got a game in hand. But that is today. So
But Wolves is 5 points behind us or something.
5 points behind. Yeah, again, we've got a game in hand. So we really need to get some points today.
And Wolves have got out the needle with us as well, aren't they? After we nicked that player from them.
Yeah. So
Really?
does anyone want to?
We are nicking players from Wolves.
Mm.
That shows where we are. My God.
So this Kevin Danso, I've read up a little bit about him and seen a couple of interviews. He was apparently born in Austria to Ghanaian parents, but grew up in Milton Keynes. Poor fella.
Oh, yeah, English accent. I was like, he's
Yeah.
English. Yeah.
I think played for Reading at youth age, and then I can't exactly remember.
He went
Where
to
else?
yeah, he went to
Southampton.
Doms, yeah, MK
Southampton,
Doms.
okay. But what
So,
is really pissed me off about it is apparently I heard yesterday that we were interested at the start of the window, and for the sake of 5 million, he could have been there for how many matches to help us? To get,
7,
you know,
8. Yeah.
8, 10 matches.
for the sake of probably 1 or 2 days gate receipts and thingy receipts at the stadium, we could have had him in to help out.
Yeah.
I've told you before. My ex-girlfriend ran a company that specialised in negotiation skills and stuff.
Okay.
And Levy sent all his staff on it. It's called brinksmanship negotiation. It was a specific seminar kind of thing, and you leave all the negotiations to the last minute, so people haven't got time to think about it. And you're like, I'm going to give you this. Well, I'll knock £5 off if you give me that, and then we'll chuck that in. And the pressure as the deadline's coming, it's like a very specific negotiation skill. So that's why he likes leaving stuff to the last minute, because he thinks he can get extra money off and extra incentives and extra when people are desperate and they want to get on with buying the replacement and stuff like that, and you're faffing around. It's a very unique, deliberate tactic, like brinksmanship negotiation, and he loves it. I think he gets his kicks off on it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Crazy.
But the sad part is, right, I think he panicked in the end, because after being rejected by Moani and straight within the week, we got rejected by 2 players, right? The Tel guy and Timori, right? So he had to do something quick. So
it's Paratici Eugene as well, doesn't it? Because he was going to Juventus. He was linked with Juventus. That guy apparently. So it's one of Paratici's kind of. He's probably got the fucking needle of man and Lange, and he said, "Fucking hell, can you help me out here?" And I mean,
my theory is, right. Emerson Royal said to Timori is that, do you really want to go there?
Yeah, that was the other thing I was worried about. Like, they were quite eager to sell him to us, weren't they, AC Milan? I was like, hang on, it's the revenge for us selling him Emerson Royal, the worst player that's ever fucking put a pair of boots on.
No, most probably it's a contra deal, Johnny. You know what I'm saying? we sold them the chicken royale, right? And there's balance money there that we owe them. They owe us, so they want us to take Timori, right? So that will be a contract. And the same thing happens with the Bayern deal, right? Bayern owes us money for Harry Kane and Matthias Tell, it balances off. But in the end, the players didn't want to come. My question is that players are avoiding us now. We are hijacking players, right, from teams like Wolves, right? And that is so sad. We are not taking players from AC Milan or Bayern Munich, that bigger teams won, right?
We
So
won't pay wages, Eugene. I mean, look at Villa. Villa are fucking
yeah.
They're paying people what they want. They're actually paying over a premium on the market value to get the players that they need, aren't they? But we've got this self-created structure that we won't break for love nor money, and it's.
No, I was on one of the bigger MU channels, right? Recently, KG, which is he's linked to DR Sports, right? I think I was on his channel on Thursday. Was it Thursday? Yeah, after the game, right? And I said this, right? He was laughing at us why Tell didn't come. I just told him, right? Most probably Tell didn't come is because Levy offered him 40K a weekend and all the rights he could take on the F1 track and the skywalk, unlimited skywalk use. So he's attracted to that, right? If he goes on to Manchester United or an Arsenal, right? He's easily commanding a 250 or 200K a week, or minimum 150K a week, right? So, yeah.
The lad apparently thinks he's going right to the top, so he doesn't. And as Angela says, if we have to persuade a player to come, I don't think they're the right fit for the club. Yeah, they're not going to try properly, are they? They're not here for the right reasons, are they?
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of glad we missed out on Muani.
That means, right, Johnny, right? We ain't gonna get any good players for the rest of Ange's tenure. You get what I'm saying? Because if he has that kind of mentality, that mentality is good, that you want a player to come here that wants to come here. But the problem is that at the moment we have we're 16 in the Premier League, right? What players gonna come here? Unless it's because of the money. Simple as that.
It's 1998 all over again.
Yeah, I know. Been through it.
Just a little bit. I don't know if this is known already, but I'm just reading on Facebook that Patrick Dorgu that we were interested in at Lecce has gone to Man United.
Really?
Yeah. So what Rich was saying there in regards to Danso counts as homegrown. Yeah. Apparently he does in the Premier League, but not in Europe.
Not in Europe.
I don't quite know how that works, but
in Europe, the rules is like this, right? To be counted as homegrown, right? You have to come out from the academy,
right?
Right. So that's how they count homegrown there. So in the Premier League, it's just as long as you're born in the country, then you count homegrown. So that's the rule. That's the problem with what we did in the Europa League this season, is that we put in 4 goalkeepers and we didn't put in Jet Spence, guys. Right? Because Jet Spence, Jet Spence didn't come from our academy, so that he wasn't considered a homegrown player. So that's how it goes.
Presumably the new lad can't play because I think it's Friday, isn't it? At midday the cut off for the weekend game. So, and I don't know if he'll be able to play against Liverpool, or is he cup tied? Presumably you have to register him before the first leg or something.
Probably
the Liverpool one. I don't know. Maybe the FA Cup. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll see him then. During the cup against Aston Villa. But let's see. I don't know. Like I said, we are getting an injury a game. So let's see who's. My question is, who's going to get injured this game?
Well, Eugene, the answer is who's the player we need the most, because he'll be the one that gets injured, won't he?
BDV.
Yeah. BDV or Cooley, whatever. BDV, Cooley.
Yeah. To be honest, I fucking hope not. But it's not. It ain't looking great, is it? And what else do you think we really need?
Not paying for Europe, right? 2 years
in the last 2 days of the transfer window, where do we need to? I think we need something up front, a winger. Johnson's not doing it.
Pure centre forward.
Yeah.
I think you'll buy.
What we need is very simple, right? We need a new owner. We need a new manager. And the rest will fall into place itself, right?
A new board.
The new board, right? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
They'll try buying one of these multi-purpose forwards, whether they can play off the left, off the right, or up front. You know, like a little quick, tricky kind of Manor Solomon kind of player, won't they? That's what they'll go for. I mean, we needed a centre midfield around a left back in the summer, didn't we? And we still haven't sorted them out either.
Yeah.
No, that's sorted out with Archie Gray, right? So most probably next season he'll be taking up the spot. Yeah. Yeah. But what we're looking now, what we need, right? I think in defense we need at least, like what Little John is saying is correct, right? We will get a defensive player, right? Who will most probably be able to play across the back again. You know, because we ain't going to buy an actual centre back and an actual right back or a left back, right, or a full back on the left and the right. Right, so that's what Levy does, is the economical style thing, right? Get one that can do all three things, right? But not very good at it. But at least we've got a body standing there.
The club consider that we've got a bloated squad because the issues that we had with the Europa League squad, having to leave out Jed Spencer, Reguilon. So they think we've got two senior pros too many, I think, in the squad at the moment, let alone not enough. So they won't be
John,
too many goalkeepers, isn't it?
Yeah, too many goalkeepers. Yeah. How many goalkeepers do we have now? But John, don't forget, right? After the performance at Ellsberg, our three attacking youngsters, right, are performing so well in that game, right? Most probably we don't need any strikers or a forward player.
That's the thing. He probably closed the checkbook and said, "Maureen, I'm going to build another hotel."
There's a headline on BBC, wasn't there? Do Spurs need to go into the transfer market now? They've discovered these youngsters. All my Arsenal fans were sending it to me, and I said, "Fucking, this is music to Levy's ears." And I said he probably wrote the fucking headline. I was even on the fucking phone sending it to his journalist mates on it. That we don't need to go into the market. We've got youngsters now.
Look how well the youngsters done, right? So that's how he's going to go on it. So yeah, I know. Yeah.
We should, while we mentioned those four goalkeepers, we should mention about the Ellsberg game there, how well Brandon Austin did again.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's odd, isn't it, that we wouldn't give him a chance in one of those Europa games earlier on, because he's much more suited to playing with his feet, and he's a quicker keeper and he's getting around, and getting back up again when he's made shots and stuff. So he looks like a half decent keeper. It's strange that we didn't give him a chance and we kept putting Forster in, isn't it?
Yeah. Come to the sense now. We've got Kinski, Vicario, Austin, Forster, Whiteman, five goalkeepers.
Yeah.
5 goalkeepers, right? Are we going to play all 5 goalkeepers so they can stand in one line to protect our goal? That's the new defensive style, right?
I'm going to write to the Premier League to get a rule change because I'm Daniel Levy. But yeah, I think Foster will be gone at the end of the season, won't he? Unless he's going to stay on as goalkeeping coach or something.
The home grown. The English grown quite.
Between Whiteman and Austin, I'd say probably Austin will stay. Whiteman. But Whiteman's been, what is he now? Is Whiteman 24, 25?
See, I don't know. Been around.
We've got Josh Keeley as well at Leighton Orient, haven't we? Now
you got Keeley too, yeah.
6 or 7 clean sheets in a row. So you'd think he'd feature next year as well. So Whiteman's days could be numbered, I think.
Yeah.
But that comes to my question again. Why do we need 4 goalkeepers?
Yeah.
Homegrown players, quite, isn't it? It's easy, Eugene, if you've got the old goalkeepers who aren't going to quibble about not playing all the time. They're on a good wage, aren't they? They're paid to train all the time. They're all English, aren't they? So it's just a way of getting around the Premier League quotas, I think, isn't it?
Yeah. But they're redundant, right? You got homegrown players that are redundant. You take up 2 spots, right? Why can't you just replace them with somebody who actually we need them to play? That's the problem with Spurs, right? We always come to this problem is that we don't understand what our club is actually doing. Right? Yeah, big up Chris Agamba. Hope you're doing well.
Nice to see you, Chris.
Nice to see you, Chris. Right.
The rules are stupid, aren't they, Eugene? I mean, look at Chelsea. I mean, what they do, they just amass players and they don't give them any game time. So it should be based on like an aggregated amount of game time that you've given them this season before, shouldn't it? You have to give these players a certain amount of game time. If the Premier League want to encourage us to play, or clubs to play young English players, they should incentivise it, shouldn't they? And you have to play them, like, or Chelsea just buy them or don't play them and loan them out, don't they? They should have to.
Yeah, but John, at least they buy them, right, and they try them, right, and if they are useful, I mean, if the manager wants to use them, right, that's why now you're seeing, right, like players that Chelsea has bought, like Nkunku and a few of them, right, they're all aiming for a move because they're not getting game time. You see, so yeah, why can't we go and get one of the Chelsea players then?
I've got no sympathy for those players, Eugene, because they knew what they were getting into when they went to Chelsea. They had about 60 players in their first squad. They're basically players that are guided by money, aren't they? Because that's the reason they went there.
Well, I think that's a bloody amazing thing that John Duran from Villa.
Oh yeah,
21 years old and he's gone to Saudi already.
And it's not cheap, you know. They bought him for what,
77 million, yeah.
Yeah, it was cheap. To tell you the truth, I would love John Duran to come into our team, right? But Levy ain't going to pay him 77 million pounds for the player, and most probably he's getting
300,000 a week.
Yeah, and he's getting 300,000 a week. He ain't going to get.
Well,
that,
probably. I don't know. That's just a guess, but you know.
No, even if you say you're getting 150,000 a week, right? Levy ain't going to pay the 21-year-old 150K a week, right? Yeah, he'd rather give it to the winner. You get what I'm saying? Yeah.
It's silly at that age because you're gonna be loath to come back to a club, aren't you? After maybe 3 or 4 years there, when you realise how shit it is and how rubbish it is, and no one's going to want to pay you 300 grand a week, so he's kind of going to be lumbered, isn't he, out there with forevermore now?
Yeah,
silly.
And do you think? I think he was just he's on the verge, or maybe he is playing for the Colombian national team. I don't. Do you really think that they're going to look at him and think, oh, he's playing against 40-year-old ex-stars or complete tosh? Is he good enough for us?
Yeah, depends how long Ronaldo out there to give the league any kind of legitimacy whatsoever.
Yeah.
No, but guys, it could be a blessing in disguise for us, right? He goes out there and gets frustrated for one season, right? And then Levy comes along, knock on the I'll hit it hard or I'll hit it hard or whatever, and said, no, we'll take him off your hands for 40 million, right?
Yeah.
And then he'll be frustrated. Yeah, even with getting 300K a week, he'll be frustrated because it sucks there. Then Levy will say, okay, don't worry, guys, I'll give you 100K a week, right? With some crips and some peanuts, right?
Well, it had a knock-on effect because of Arsenal, didn't it? Because they're not selling Ollie Watkins to Arsenal now. Although I wouldn't have been too bothered about that because I think Ollie Watkins is awful. He takes him about 8 chances to score, so he'd have completely shot Arsenal in the foot because I don't think he's the player they need. He's not clinical enough.
No, but that was the point. Why didn't Arsenal go for Duran? If you're already going to pay Aston Villa, what, 50, 60, 70 million pounds, right? They should have just gone for Duran himself.
Do you think he's that good, though?
Nah, if he's had the nod there already, Eugene, like, we'll give you 300 grand a week in Saudi Arabia or whatever. He's like, yeah, fuck Arsenal, 100 grand a week.
Apparently he had a very poor upbringing, didn't he, or something, and his family are poor and everything else. Yeah. And he was there to make money. Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, but I think it's kind of handy for us, seeing as we're playing them next week. And apparently Watkins got a knock yesterday and is doubtful for next week. So not really sure who they've got to play up front. So that'd be nice if they could get a few more injuries and we actually go through to the next round of the FA Cup. I'd very much like that.
Yeah, can Marcus Rashford play, or is he cup tied? He might have played for Man United.
Oh, good question. Has he signed for them? I didn't see that.
Pretty much,
More or less, it's going to be completed soon.
Really?
No, but guys, to tell the truth, right? For all you know, right, Unai Emery is going to say, screw the FA Cup, guys. We're going to go for the Champions League.
Yeah.
I think it's loan deal. Jens, they're paying 70% of his wages to get him on loan to the end of the season.
But God, 60-70%.
Rashford's
350 grand a week, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean,
earlier about they're just fucking spanking the cash left, right, and centre, aren't they, to get the players they need?
Well, that's why they need Champions League, isn't it?
Yeah, and to tell the truth, right, Aston Villa is spending what their ratio to their earnings, 90. Right? It's like 90%.
Yeah, 92, I think, or 94%.
96, 92, 94, 96. If they keep on going, right, it'll be 100.
And what does it have to be before they get in trouble at Everton? There's a percentage that they can't go over, really. They're probably already over it then if they're spending that much.
Yeah, probably.
No. You can't go over 100%.
But again, fucking Everton yesterday. David Moyes.
Yeah.
3-0.
Yeah.
Overtaking us.
Yeah.
This is the worst season that I can remember since probably the 98 season, which was that year was great for me. I was in Denmark, lovely and sunny. The World Cup was on. It was brilliant. But that season of football, fucking hell, Klinsmann saved us, didn't he? And Bertie, Nicola Bertie. He's aged around 30.
Boy, Jess, what's your fucking name?
What's your name? Bye. Sorry. But yeah, it is. You still get people saying we're too good to go down. Myself and Kev were discussing it last week. I'm not sure that we are because we have looked really bad recently. And yes, injuries.
We've lost to the 3 teams below us, 3 of the 4 teams below us.
Yeah.
Apart from Southampton, right? So, but guys, I've been saying this, right, for the past 2 months, right? We are heading for a relegation battle, and no one took me seriously, right? And it was like a joke, right? And during that time, right, I keep telling people, do a calculation, right, of the current situation that we're in, right? How many points are we going to collect? Right now, we're into our we got 15 games left, if I'm not mistaken, right? The Brentford game is the one of the 15 games, right? And the calculations that we've done, right, we're going to garner only 10 points from the rest of the games that we're going to play. And we put that 10 points against our 24 points, right? We got 34 points. My question now is that, will 34 points, right, keep us up?
I think it should do.
They're bad this year, aren't they? They are bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel really.
Van der Ven stays fit, we might be all right. I think.
Yeah, yeah, that's what you said on the group, John, and I have to say I tend to agree with that.
Yeah.
But it's amazing how we're reliant on just the one player to stay fit. But I suppose during the Harry Kane years, we were kind of reliant on him to stay fit, and we don't have anyone like that who can drag us out of the mire now, do we?
But guys, what do you think about Danzo, right? Will Danzo last 2 months playing the way that we play?
The way he plays as well.
I've never seen him play. Never seen him play.
So, will he be able to do that runs back and cover like VDV does, right? Yeah. So that's my question. If he can do that, right, then it will be, Romero and Ben Davis is the holding, and these 2 guys will be doing the running up and down, the crazy run backs and all that. But will Danzo be able to do that is my question, right? And how long can he last? But if he can do that, right, but at least we can rotate him and VDV, so at least they can get some rest. They don't have to go through the 90 minutes, 100 minutes a game. And guys, nowadays, right, football games are no more 90-minute games, right? It goes on bloody 100 minutes. With all the dark arts and, being injured, lying on the floor, rolling all over the place, right? Delaying the games and all that. That's how I see it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's well, yeah. Let's hope that it does seem to be, not that definitely we plan to get this guy in, etc., etc. It's just another last minute league job.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're too good to go down. This is from Rich as such, but can't see the sides in the relegation zone getting enough points to overtake us, in my opinion. Yeah.
That's what we hope.
We can only pray.
Yeah. That's what we hope, right? Okay. If you take Southampton out, right, there are 2 more empty spots. Okay. It's between Ipswich, Leicester, and Wolves, right? Even Everton has jumped us. Think about that.
Yeah.
Right. So imagine if Ipswich, Everton, and Wolves, right, all of a sudden have a turn of form, we'll be sucked right in. But maybe that's the drama we're supposed to go through this season, right? And I've been saying it, right? I'll take a cup even if we get relegated. I don't give a F anymore because I want to see us get relegated so the freaking fan base will wake up to see what our club is doing, which is practically nothing about the football, right? So, yeah. And the best conundrum is, imagine, right, if we win the Europa League, right, and get relegated, right? My question is that...
Champions League.
will we be allowed to enter the Champions League? Number one. Number two, Levy will be scratching his balls because you know what? He will need the players to play in the Champions League, right? But he can't sustain the wages and the structure for championship.
Oh, parachute payments, mate. He's gonna love that.
But the parachute payments ain't gonna cover the media, the loss of the Premiership media.
No.
You know? Yeah. You get 100 million for the parachute payments, you lose about 250 million pounds on the Premier League media. So how are you gonna cover that?
My heart cries for the guy. My heart bleeds.
Yeah. My heart really cries for the guy. Right. Yeah. Most probably he'll be out by then, right? So yeah.
I don't think we're getting rid of him anytime soon. He's got this project to gentrify Tottenham, build hotels, buy up more property, drain money from the football club. I mean, he claims he doesn't. I mean, he's not as obvious as the Glazers. That was their business model, but he's just sorry. Yeah.
It's a good thing now, right? A lot of the fan base, they are actually sitting up and listening to us, right? Yeah. Because, you know, we've been doing this for 4 years and we've been shat on, right? Being called negative, right? Being called, you don't love the club, go and support Arsenal, go and support Man City and all that shit, right? But now a majority of the fan base, because the bigger YouTubers are on board and they need to be educated. Number one, the stadium was built on a loan, guys. The fans are paying for the stadium. It's not Levy came up with £1 billion and said, I'm paying for all this, right? And it belongs to me. Basically, he's milking the fans, right, to put the money in his own pockets. If the fans don't wake up to see it, it is what it is, right? You deserve what you get. If you wake up to see it, right, stand up. All I'm going to say now, on when is the Manchester United game? February 22nd?
Yeah.
18th, isn't it?
So on that day, right, there's going to be a protest. So I've been saying all this time, right? Win, lose, or draw. It always must be Levy out. Because now, you see, we've won that game against Elfsborg, right? They won't any Levy out chance in the stadium. But when we were losing against Leicester, big chance, loud chance, right? So we can't be flip-flopping like that. Because when we flip-flop, it doesn't show the unity, that the direction that we want to go, right? And the sad part is that I'm an international fan, right? If I was in London, I'll be there every day, right? Most probably I'll burn the place down myself. I'm sorry.
I think that's quite close to my birthday, so I think I might take a trip over. Probably not going to go to the match, but see if I can
join the protest, right?
People.
Yeah, I'll give you join the protest.
Yeah.
I'll try to link you up with a few people there to you know, join the protest and all that. But I don't know. At the moment, all I can say, right? It's taken 4 years. I'm happy that majority of the fan base is waking up. Okay, Chris says it's 16th of February.
16th, yeah, sorry, I thought it said 18th. So it's 10
days. 18th is your birthday, right? 10 days before the birthday.
Yeah. On my birthday, we're playing Man City at home. That'll be fun.
Yeah. Okay, Rich is going. We can hook up with Rich, right? Yeah, he hasn't got a ticket, but he'll be at the protest. Yeah, just to go there and protest, right? Yeah, right. If it pisses me off enough, right, I might just buy a ticket to go over there and just protest, right? Yeah. Yeah.
What Rez was saying the other day I think is very, very true. That it really needs some organisation. That someone needs to hand out flyers and stuff like that. The balloons were a good idea, etc. But just I can remember one a couple of years ago where it was a lot of drunk people. And so I would have been, I would have been in my element. But then a bunch of homeless guys started getting involved as well, and it was just basically, the rabbi getting in people's faces and stuff like that. I mean, I love his passion, but I'm not sure how much that will work with your modern day fan who loves the new stadium, loves that they can eat all of this fine cuisine, they can go to a toilet somewhere where it's not overflowing, and
come on, hey, Jens, please stop talking about Old Trafford.
True.
Oh yeah, what a shame. Yeah, but it's just that there are a lot of fans who do, they go there to watch the football, but I'm not really there. I'm not really sure that they're that bothered about the result in the end, because it's more of a day out for them.
Yeah, like I was saying, right? The bourgeois fans that go there for the day trip and all that. I know now football has evolved into a different kind of a scope where it's more like a family thing when you bring your kids, right? I mean, if you go, right? I mean, if you go with your nephews and all that, you would like to give them a good time, right? It's an experience for them, right? But the passion for football still has to be there, right? The passion for the results still have to be there, right? And I think that has been sucked out of our fan base for a long time because we've been lied to, right? Our chairman has been lying to us for the past 24 years, right? Apart from the first part when they came in and said that, yeah, we're going to take over Spurs and stabilize it and make it into a sustainable business, right? To make, Spurs not, because that time we were at the cost of being a bankrupt club. That's what you use, right? But now you come to a different level, right? After 24 years, right? That's why I said, if you go and watch, most probably I'm going to clip it, I'm going to put it on the channel, right? I had a big rant on Thursday, right? When Levy came out, after that first 10 games when we were unbeaten, right? It was a big PR stunt, right? While he said we got our Tottenham back, I lost it, right? Because I said, I don't want this Tottenham. This Tottenham that's not won things in 16 years, that's not won the league in 60 over years. Why do I want this Tottenham? I want a new Tottenham that win things, right? And there was a lot of F words in it. This is just the kosher version of it. Right? So it comes down to now, the fan base is waking up, right? The fan base, and to tell the truth, right? That's why I keep saying engine, right? Yeah, the championship, here we go. Because that's where the fan, why would the fan base wake up? Because they are seeing us at 16th now. If we were sitting in 6th or 7th or 8th, right? Or maybe 4 points away from the Champions League spot, the fan base won't care. Because now the fan base are practically panicking because it looks like we are going to get relegated, guys. Which I've been saying for the past 2 months. We're in a relegation battle, guys, because the way we play, the tactics are not there. Our players look tired, one thing. Our players look lost. We don't know what we're doing. And the worst part is, Jens, every time we do watch-alongs, right, what's the first thing we say? We give the ball away too often. Why are we giving the ball away? You guys know, right?
Do you think that any of these, or no, let me rephrase that. Which players do you think will have the bottle, will have the arsehole if we do go down to the Championship to stick around and play in the Championship?
I think the only players will
Archie
keep
Gray,
the youth. We'll keep the youth.
Bergvall,
Archie Gray, Kinski most probably will stay. Right. Who else?
Mikey Moore, as you say, the youngsters. I can't see Maddison. I can't. Maybe Richarlison would. I can't see Maddison stepping up. Basuma, definitely not. Sarr, still out. I think Porro will be like, sod this, I want to go back and get some sunshine in Spain. Spencer probably stick around. Dragusin, he thinks, well, his agent seems to think he's the new fucking Maldini, so he'll be off. I can't see a lot of the first team that we have now being willing to get in the trenches, as they say, in the Championship.
Son will retire.
Yeah. What do you think, John? You're looking pensive.
I think Son would stay.
Yeah.
He'd feel responsible. He's a man of honour, isn't he? He'd feel responsible for contributing to going down. He'd stay. And then you got to look at what other clubs would be after. Which of our players would they want to pinch, basically? So Kulusevski be wanted by other people, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Solanke, he would pinch. It's not who we want to stay. It's who the vultures would come circling. I'm all for it, to be honest.
It's the international players that will be thinking, I won't get picked.
John's with me, right?
Yeah.
I want to go down.
Yeah.
So the fan base will wake up, right, to understand that you're not too big to fall, right? Be humble, right? So yeah, maybe that will wake up the fan base, right? But,
some people don't understand you. And someone said to me when I gave up my season ticket, I said I can't continue to back this fucking bald fraud. I'm not giving him my money anymore, and I'm boycotting. And I'm when I said I'm boycotting the stadium till Levy's gone, they're like, "Oh yeah, you'll regret it when he goes though, and you haven't got your season ticket anymore." And I said, "Well, that just goes to show how little you understand about our club." I said, "If that bold fucker leaves our club, I will be ecstatic. I couldn't give a shit about myself not having my season ticket anymore. I'll be so fucking happy that he's finally gone. That I put the club's interest ahead of my own. I couldn't give a shit. I'll apply again once he's gone. I don't give a fuck about, my own personal circumstances. But I will not give him any more money. I'm the same as Brian Daigle on that. I've given up my season ticket and I won't even go there until he's gone now, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's been 2 seasons now.
The
Final straw was Eugene, was at the North London derby, 3-0. We lost. There's so many day trippers in there. I was fucking furious because we hadn't even laid a glove on them, and they're all celebrating and dancing on the pitch. And I looked around, and everyone was like, "Oh well, let's go and get a drink out the back." And yeah, and no one gave a fuck. Like if that happened in the old stadium, the atmosphere would have been. The Arsenal fans would not have been able to celebrate on that pitch at the old stadium. If they'd have beaten us 3-0, the atmosphere would have been horrible in that stadium. Yeah. But in the new stadium, they had the old dance music on, jigging away. Everyone's just
playing his guitar,
chatting and laughing. Let's go and watch Matey Boy play his guitar. He's killed the actual fan base. Like that poster that someone put out, or the banner saying he's built a business and killed a football club, is absolutely true. Look, 3 of us here, me, Jens, and Kevin, like we were diehard fans who would go to all of the games. Even in the midweek games, wouldn't we, Jens? We'd fucking spend all our money getting up there, going to everything. And now we don't fuck anymore because he's killed us.
Guys, the poster put up there, right, was done by Change for Spurs. My encounter with Change for Spurs was 2 years ago, right, during the Conte era, right, where we tried to do something. They've been organizing and being very meticulous now. There's a guy called Jay on X, right? Jaay, right? He's more or less one of the main faces. He was on the Brian Daigle show yesterday, explaining for Change for Spurs and all that. So that's why I'm saying now there is an actual movement going on. It doesn't matter what happens, right? Because we need movements everywhere. And when the time comes, right, if we can click together, right, this movement, right, and unite and show a strong front, then that might shake the club. That might shake the owners. That might shake the board of directors to say that, okay, the fans are really unhappy now, right? So let's see what happens, because our club, right, has always been reactionary, right? When we had Poch, right, the excuse was we were building a stadium and 3 transfer windows, we didn't sign any players, right? And of course, in the background, we heard the noise is that Poch didn't want to sign any players because he was giving shit players. You get what I'm saying? He wanted the quality of players. Like, don't forget, Poch had a very good interview when the stadium was being built, right? He said this, right? Number 1, don't call me the manager anymore. I'm just a coach. Right? Number 2, you've got this beautiful home. There's no furniture in it. Right? The furniture doesn't fit the home. So he's really taking digs at the owners. And while that was happening, he was given shit players. So while getting shit players, right? In the end of the day, what our great chairman did was he panic bought Ndombele because Poch wanted Ndombele all the while. But when he brought in Ndombele, right, the fans turned on Poch, he got sacked. Right? Because that was the day that my heart broke. And that was the day I said that enough is enough, right? Because during the sugar days and the scholar days, right, we weren't winning the title and all that. When Levy came in, I thought that will be our game changer chance for Enoch to bring us to that level again, challenging for the league title. But guys, it's 24 years, right? We lost the race to Leicester, guys, in that transitional period, right? 2016, 17 was it when Leicester won? That was the season, right? Was it 15, 16 or 16, 17, right? That was the season that we should have won it because Liverpool was off, Man U was off, M City was off, Arsenal was off.
Yeah.
Everybody was off. and we couldn't fucking do it because in the
And we came
January,
third.
yeah, and we came in third during the January transfer window, right? We didn't strengthen,
Yeah.
right, to actually chase for the title.
Yeah.
So and after, yeah, but then of course the Champions League final was papering all over the cracks. Simple as that. So it is what it is. In the end of the day, it always has to be win, lose, or draw, right? Leave it out. That's all. Win, lose, or draw, leave it out. Because my biggest fear now is, right, all the big YouTube channels are jumping on this leave it out thing because we are losing. Imagine, right, let's say we go on a 5-game winning streak, right, in the Premier League, right, and we get pulled back up into the mid-table. Will the leave it out thing still be there? That's my question.
That's a good question.
He
Nice
knows,
to see you, Kaminski Night Glow.
Yay.
Sorry, John. Carry on.
he knows damn well, Eugene, that if we put together 2 or 3 wins, then it will just quieten down, won't it? Again.
Yeah, it will. That's the problem. It doesn't seem there's not a backbone in this support anymore, or I'm not even sure there ever was. Kev, can you enlighten me a little bit about that?
No, there's the hardcore of supporters that will follow the club no matter what.
Yeah.
You know, my mates have been going for 50, 60 years now, and they're despite everything, they will still go and they will still support the team no matter where. I mean, we've done it before. We've done it in the second division. You know, we went to the Mansfields and the back of Beyonds. You know, we've done all
Bristol
that.
Rovers.
Yeah, all that we've done up and down the country. You know, and I can't even think of the names anymore. But you know, it's that long ago. But you know, Millwall was it? I think we played in the second division or second. I think. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
That was what the whole hooligan documentary was about, wasn't it? Millwall waiting to play Tottenham.
Yeah, mates went to that. I didn't go to that. I bailed out of that, man. I thought I ain't going down there. It's going to be too much trouble.
Yeah.
I was respectable in them days. Yeah, but no, it's they would still go now, despite being shut on year after year after year. They follow them home and away and say, lads took their wives up to Everton last week, you know. I did find out afterwards that the women didn't go to the match. They went shopping somewhere in Liverpool in one of the shopping centres. Which I thought,
clever girls.
what? Surely you're not bringing your wives to the game. I went, no, they're off shopping with the checkbooks, like, or whatever they used to, credit cards and that, like, you know. So, but they go everywhere. You know, they've been to all the games. I spoke to my mate Frankie, and he I don't know, 2,000 games I think he's seen. You know, I've seen 500 or 600 in my time. Yeah. He's 2,000, I think he said, and they'll go rain, shine, you know. And he's a pensioner now, like me, you know, but he still goes. You know, he goes to all of them.
Yeah, but Kev, now they're being forced out.
Yeah,
right? He's going to take away the senior fans concessions and all that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they've only just got them.
Right not. And then imagine, right, if you're paying something like, and the worst part is, right, a lot of the fans, when the new stadium was built, right, they were placed in proper positions, and by the time came, right, they moved them. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? They relocated them, right? Yeah. And then said that if you want this season ticket now in this spot, right, it's not going to cost you 900 quid anymore. It's going to cost you 2,200 quid. Yeah. For the season ticket. That's how he that's what I'm saying. Levy has filled, right, our stadium with a bunch of bourgeois fans. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's all I can say, right? And the worst part is, right, we had a 40,000, 30,000 stadium. We've expanded it to 60,000 now, right? That means he's taking up 40% extra people who are bourgeois. Yeah. Right? Yeah. But the thing is that...
Sorry.
No, the thing is that if this trend continues, right, and it's going to get more and more toxic for our owners, then they will have to sit up and think of something else, right? Because sooner or later, if let's say all the season ticket holders and all the actual football supporters, right, walked out of the club, it's very simple, right? I can come in for the first 45 minutes, and if I'm not happy with the game, we walk out, right? But the sad part is, right, during the Liverpool loss, 5 went down. We were singing Ange Postecoglou songs, number one. Number two, right, after the game, right, the bar was filled. The concessions were all filled. So he doesn't care.
Yeah, so Kavinsky Nightglow says, Eugene's hardcore. He's been on the run for the last 20 years.
That must be a different Eugene, right?
I do recall a again back in the, I think, 2014, 2015. I wasn't going to go to a game, and because I used to get all of my tickets on my bronze membership, and I don't think there were a couple of seasons where I didn't miss a home game. I could always get tickets, and it was great. And one time I decided late that I was going to go to a game, so I got a ticket right at the end of the East Stand shelf next to the North Stand, and it was pretty quiet down there. But there was this old fella who came in. I reckon he must have been in his 80s or something like that, with a walking stick. And the steward took him down, got him into his seat, checked if he was okay. And I was just like, I thought that was really nice. You know, that's something that the club does. And then now they're going to do this fucking shit, trying to get rid of the concessions for the older fans, just because they want tourists there who will spend 200, 300 quid in the club shop and in the stadium on drinks and food, and won't even touch any of the places around the stadium. You know, they won't give any support, they won't give any money to the pubs outside because, oh no, it's all in the stadium. Yeah.
No, guys, and then what he's done is right. You remember whenever there's somebody who's handicapped, big up Nippon, hope you're doing well, right? You know, when the handicapped players, the disabled supporters who come in, they are, yeah, I know. Yeah, please have a look at the show.
Jin gets cancelled.
Yeah.
Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, and what Levy's done now, right? We'll call the disabled fans that go to the stadium, right? Usually they get a free ticket for their handlers. Right?
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah, even that's been taken away.
Seriously?
Yeah, they're gonna take that away too, right? So all I'm gonna say is that, yeah.
There's a lady called Sally. I don't know if you know her, John. She's based in Chesham. Sally Berger.
Recognise the name,
but she's got MS, and so she has one of these stand-up wheelchair sort of things. And she's a season ticket holder, and her husband is her carer. And so, you know, you'd often see her celebrating behind the goal because that's where. So now he has to pay for that.
That's what they're paying. Yeah. So yeah.
It shows what a bunch of yes men are in our board, though, doesn't it? But imagine when they brought it up in the meeting. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to pull away the discounts for the over 65s, and all the other people in the board must have gone, yeah, that's a good idea. None of them would have gone, yeah, maybe not that. You know, the amount of money and time and their lives have invested following us around the country over maybe a period of 40, 50, 60 years, and you're going to pull it away just so you can get another tourist van in there to spend money in the club shop. He's just got no class, has he?
Yeah.
Shows he's surrounded by a bunch of yes men. None of them would have said, I'm not sure that's such a good idea, Daniel. Think of the bad PR that you'll get for the club. Yeah, that's a great idea, Daniel. Yeah, good one. Do it.
Yeah.
No,
score it, Daniel.
No, Don, he doesn't care. Just as long as the money is there, right? The PR is bad or good, he doesn't care. Because to him, in the end of the day, right, it's the numbers. That's why this season, right, I've seen the trend very weird for our owner, our chairman, is that he's taking money left, right, and center from whoever is willing to give him money.
Mm-hmm.
You guys know?
Every week, there's
our
a new
partnership, right? We've got Ames, right? Ames is an online trading platform from it operates out of Malaysia, right? And the owner is Singaporean, right? That gives me a big red flag there, right? Number two, right? He's taking money from
cancelled again.
Right? Right. And
I've worked for a lot of Singaporean companies, mate. They are all completely above board, honest.
yes, we know that. Yeah, above board, right? Yeah, that's the main one, above board, right? Yeah, but then, right after that, we go and get this partnership with Paris Baguette, right? Paris Baguette is a chain of boulangerie, patisserie kind of thing in Asia, right? We've got Paris Baguette in Malaysia too. Right? So yeah, it is what it is. That's why I'm saying he can't raise funds because number one, no one is going to invest into Tottenham Hotspur, give you £500 million, right, and not have a return of investment. who's going to be such an idiot and says that I'm going to give you 5 million, 100 million pounds, right? In 10 years' time, right? Then only give me my return of investment. Bro, 500 million pounds, right? If I throw it into the bank, 1% per annum, right? Imagine that. 5 million pounds per annum interest, right? I don't need to put it with you, right? And the thing is, most probably is that if I'm going to invest 500 million pounds, right? I want to have a say on the board. You think Levy's going to give you that chance? No way. Right? Yeah. That's why he's scrounging for money everywhere. So I've got another theory behind, right? That's why our results have been so bad.
Oh, what? Because of the betting?
Yeah, we won't go there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
That I will really get cancelled. Permanently.
Yeah. Well. Okay then, chaps. We've been on air for almost an hour and a half. Any other business?
No.
I think I'm going to wrap this one up.
2-2.
Oh, there was something I wanted to talk about. Have you seen the Leyton Orient manager? What he said
Wellings.
What he said about Ange?
Yeah.
That's a bit silly, isn't it? Don't bite the hand that feeds you.
I was just going to say that myself.
Wouldn't you, Kev? Would you bring back Keeley and Donnelly for that comment? They're his two best players. I fucking haven't. It's not in the best interest of the players, but that's just disgusting.
What did he say, John? I didn't catch it.
So the comments, the guy interviewing him, Eugene, said something like, "Oh, you good win today, Richie. You were without two of your main players," and he said something like, "Oh yeah, well I'm not like Ange Postecoglou who makes excuses when he's got players that injured."
All right.
And he said it wasn't even in a jokey way; it was in quite a bitter kind of. It was horrible, yeah, really. It's
jealousy will get you nowhere, will it?
Yeah, that's.
To tell the truth, right? I don't care about Ange anymore. Ever since that 10 games, right? I've been Ange don't care, right? Because it doesn't matter, right? Ange can, and the worst part is that he lies. I don't know why he flip flops. He lies. I don't know. I think he's just basically a PR machine for Levy, right? I've been saying this for so long too, right? He's a deflection and distraction for Levy out. That's all.
He's grateful to be in the Premier League, and I think that he is. Yeah, he was cheap, and I'm starting to doubt his. I've been doubting his tactics since the end of last season, but you know, it's. I know that you like him, John, and I know that you were saying how Kulusevski was bigging him up the other day as well. And I said, yeah, well, the Swedes are easily pleased. But
I think.
Yeah, what do you think?
I think he's just very stubborn. He told the club in the summer that we did all right last year, but we're going to be in twice as many competitions with Europe this year. We're going to be playing twice as a week. We need to increase the squad size. If you're letting Højbjerg go, if you're letting some of the senior players go, we need. It's all very well buying youngsters, but we need established guys that are going to play and make a difference in the first team, because we're playing twice a week. And they cut him short in the summer, didn't they? And he's kind of thinking to himself, fuck it, I'm not going to change the way I'm playing. I told the club what I needed to play that way. They haven't got it for me. I want to carry on playing this way. The only thing that slightly annoys me about him is the way he loves Brennan Johnson so much, because as a former manager with 16 years experience, I do not know what that guy does for the team. He's getting a few tap-ins at the back post, but he doesn't track back. He doesn't help Porro. He doesn't tackle. He doesn't dribble. He doesn't run. He's worried about his hamstrings going, so he doesn't run. He's crap at passing. He gives the ball away all the time. He goes missing in the big games. I just don't understand why Ange continues to support him. I kind of understand why, because Ange encouraged the club to spend like 58 million quid on him, didn't they? So he's kind of staking his what's the saying?
Yeah, taking his claim
on Brennan Johnson, but at some point, surely you've got to go, mate. Yeah. You're a fucking lazy little fucker. Yeah. You haven't got the right mentality for Premier League football, and I'm going to stop picking you all the time. And the other thing is, players love an excuse. So Ange's in the press conferences all the time telling them how tired they are, and now they're tired and they're fatigued. Yeah. Players don't need second invitation to take an excuse. Alex Ferguson always used to say that if you tell a player he's tired all the time, he's got to start playing tired. Playing tired, yeah. That's the only thing that I disagree with Ange on, really, because I like the fact that he sticks to his principles. If you're going to go down, you might as well go down with your own principles. Yeah. But It's the fact that he keeps telling the players they're tired all the time. And I know why he's doing it. It's his subtle way of trying to tell the board and Levy that
We need more players.
We need help. And he doesn't want to call out the board. He's trying to be a good club man. He's trying to be a good employee, you know. But in the end, you know, he gets sacked if he calls out Levy. So that's his subtle way of trying to ask for help and say we need reinforcement. You saw it with what Kulusevski said the other day. We know it's not the manager, it's not the players. It's a bigger problem than that. It's upstairs. So he's trying to be clever, but he's kind of giving the players a bit of an excuse, isn't he, to play a bit fatigued.
Yeah. But apart from all that, yeah, you really rate Johnson then, yeah?
I just don't get it.
John, blink twice if it's no.
I just don't get it at all. I don't get it.
No, guys, to tell you the truth, right? What Levy came out and said when he got Ange in, right? When he first signed Ange, right, is that we ain't going to go for any more managers, right, who are going to challenge him and demand for better players. Because when he got Mourinho, when he got Conte, he went through that hell. Yes, you know. That's why Ange now is a yes man. That's why when everybody's saying why Ange hasn't been back, Ange has been back because he's not sacked yet. Because Ange is not going to demand anything from Levy, and Ange is not ain't going to call out the owners and the board, right, directly into their faces. He's going to come out with all these cryptic messages. You can see now. But in the day, with all the cryptic messages now, is that our players, our players, right? Our most of our senior players are saying it in the way that we fans understand that, you know, our owners ain't backing this manager. But the problem is that the owner is going to say that I'm backing him. He's still here. If I don't back him, right, he'll be out of the door a long time ago. You get what I'm saying? So
what Rich says, do you think the association with Munn is a reason for him not being sacked yet?
No, I don't think so.
No?
It's got nothing to do with Munn, right?
What exactly does this Munn bloke do?
I'll tell you later in the back room what Munn does, okay?
Is he just another revenue creator or
no. Munn has got bigger ties to that, right, guys? I'll explain it to you why Munn is here, right? Because don't forget, right? Where was Munn before he came back?
Gardening leave, wasn't he?
No. Which part of the world?
Australia.
No. He was in charge of footballing matters for M City in Asia.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah. Now you get what I'm saying, right? Why Munn is here, right? Yeah. Why Munn is here, right? Munn has got a very big objective because of being here. And Levy needs money, and I think that's why Munn is helping him getting it. In nefarious ways.
Right, chaps. The lineups have just come in.
I'm going to say it must be out anytime.
Lineups are out. Is it 10 o'clock? Yeah. The game's at 10, right?
Kinski, Spence, Davis, Gray, Porro, Kulusevski, Bentancur, Basuma, Moore, Richarlison, and Son.
Oh, Moore.
Yeah, Moore's on the right.
Oh, Mike, he's played his way in at last.
And who's on the right again? Sar's on the bench. Casanova. What a name. Dante Casanova. I mean, he should make it as a football player for that name alone. Where the bloody you fucking bastard. Sorry. Hardy, Olasasi, Bergval, Sar, Reguilon, Ajayi, and Scarlett.
I guess he's saving Bergval for Liverpool.
Yeah.
Giving him a rest.
Must be.
Yeah.
Is VDV playing, Jens?
Sorry?
VDV playing?
Oh, no, he's not. No, he's not even on the bench.
Oh.
Oh, Lord.
Who's playing in the back?
He's not injured, is he?
No, it doesn't say that he's injured on here, but it's Davis and Gray at the back.
Oh, dear.
Guess he's saving him for Liverpool as well, is he? But you thought he would have...
Seriously, you would have thought he'd put him on as a sub, wouldn't he? But, yeah, I'm kind of worried about this Brentford. Mbuemo, Damsgaard, Schade, and Visser. They're attacking four. Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
It could be messy.
Yeah. And Lewis Potter as well, who, I don't know, they've changed him from a winger into a left back. And yeah, I think Porro may have some problems with him. And then again, Porro seems to have problems with everyone at the moment.
No, Porro isn't there. He's somewhere in midfield or up the field.
Yeah.
Hasn't he got the stat? He's given the ball away the most, isn't he, in the whole Premier League? He's top of the stats.
Seriously?
Yeah. It was Alistair Gold said the other day. The amount of dispossessed passes, like he's top by far, I think.
Well, it's not only that; it's the absences as well. When he's always in the wrong position, when the crosses are coming over, you know, it's not about losing the ball; it's been out of position, isn't it?
Yeah.
But any other plugs? Is very simple, guys. Any other business? I think we've said any other business. Plugs is I'll be doing a watch along. Right, it start about at 1:45, right, which is about an hour's time. I haven't even set up the stream yet. Think about that. Right, guys,
I had a nightmare with the stream this morning, so yeah.
I know. No, that's why you set up a new one. Set up a new one. Don't reuse it. You reused it too often. That's why you can't use it again.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You said I could reuse it, and then it was just saying that I could only record. So I'm not sure. I've probably cost you lots of money. Just let me know. I'll wire it to you by Western Union.
Nah, don't worry about that.
But what Kavinsky Nightglow was saying, what about the new signing? He's not registered yet, mate. So,
he's been unveiled. Yeah.
But he can't play today, can he?
He can't play today. No, sorry. I thought you meant he signed for the club. Yeah, he's been unveiled. Yeah, he's got his video out and on the site.
Is Davis retiring at the? I don't think so. He'll go on for a couple of years. I would have thought.
Yeah.
Fit as a fiddle, that bloke. But yeah, everybody, thank you very much for watching RVTV, Shelfside Spurs, and Spurswasian TV. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell thingy to see when we're on next. What did we go for the predictions in the end? I don't think I got any.
No.
2-2. I want
2-2.
Yeah.
I was thinking 3-2 when I thought VDV was playing.
Change your heart now.
I think we'll lose 3-1.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm worried about.
Eugene, you going for the 4-2 as usual?
Yeah, my Zen prediction is 4-2 Spurs win, but you know it might be a reverse this time.
Yeah, I'm going 5-1 Brentford.
Oh, Genie Mac.
Yeah, remember your 2-1 prediction? Yeah, I remember your 2-1 prediction to Leicester, right? You got it right.
Yeah, can you believe that? And I didn't. I actually looked at the lineup and I thought we're going to win this. So I put in my predictor league that we're going to win 2-1, and we lost 2-1. I could have been fucking far ahead. Like, there's no money in it, but just could have been winning. So anyway, but no, I think we'll lose. Yeah, I think we'll lose 2-1, 3-1. Something like that.
All right.
Yeah, there's been no shot in the arm from new players on even, is there? I think we will, please.
Yeah.
So Brentford's keeper is making his first Premier League start. His name is Hakon something or other.
We'll have a word.
Alan Morrison, he's Icelandic. Interesting.
Yeah.
He'll have a
Yeah.
word.
And he used to play for Elfsborg.
Did he?
Oh, he did.
Guys, I'm going to drop off, right? I need to set up the stream. You guys continue for a while. You end, right? Okay, guys. Take care. I'll catch you later. Yeah, see you later on the stream. I'll put the link in the chats, right?
Yeah,
all right.
Leave
you out, right? And as always.
Yeah.
So I'd like to say thank you very much to Rich, Chris Agenbar, and Gavinsky Nightglow, as always. NS Sports TV. Lovely to see you. Take care. Come on, you Spurs. And as always, Levy out.
Fuck off. Yeah.
Leave it out.